Welcome back into Raiders franchise. As you can see, the lights still do not work, but what we do got is a Steph Curry jersey today to wear. Very excited that these are now finally in. And off topic to the beginning of the start of this video, Ashton Genty, we know that he's absolutely insane, but let's just back up the fact that he's absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and just show the type of games he has had for us this year. So week 1, 67 yards is his season low. Then he had 2 touchdowns, 76 yards, 10 carries for 69, 11 carries for 91. He got hurt at halftime. Then he misses week 5 and week 6, comes back 30 carries, 159 yards, 113 yards, and then just sub 90 last week. He is leading the league in rushing yards at an insane clip in a quarter of the season missing. And he has the same amount of carries as the third highest guy in 2 less games than Joe Mixon. Just a ridiculous start to this young man's career. We have a defensive coordinator text message coming through. It's time to see what our new DC has to say. Sammy Rios. We got to shift our focus. The wide receiver 2 could be trouble for CB2. So it looks like we're going to have a team meeting and try and figure out how we're going to stop their wide receiver 2. Let's talk about the Steelers. In film study, George Pickens is still there. That's right, I was so confused. I'm like, DK Metcalf and who? What's the plan to deal with that? We need to play some great... Darren Porter needs to have a great play recognition this week. +5, -5 to tackle for the next game. Going to be interesting. That's why we got linebackers and safeties. Coming up from our practice squad is Kyle McCord. He will be our third-string quarterback. When we're looking at players that we are scouting, trying to figure out, this cornerback room just looks like it's growing by the minute, turning into one of the most insane classes I've ever seen. This guy is a true one-of-one talent, right? We already know about Geo Cousins, where it looks like everything that matters is an A. If he has C play rec as a corner, I don't really think I care that much. Frank Duncan is also interesting. B zone coverage, A man. Looks like he could be an even more well-rounded athlete. And he's also a lot bigger. So for some reason, we would be unable to move up to 1 to get him. Shaden Meadows looks like he could also be very good. He's an elite athlete. He's going to be down the board, and he's a bigger dude. Out of Alabama. When was the last time Alabama had a really good corner? Well, I already knew that Terrion Arnold hopped into my head along with Kool-Aid McKinstry. I was sort of joking with Pat Surtain, and it's saying the only other first-round pick corner out of Bama was Marlon Humphreys. Is that correct? Have they only had 4 corners that were, notable? Because Kool-Aid and Terrion Arnold are really good. Pat Surtain's good. And then Marlon Humphreys is the only other corner. Shaden Meadows could be adding to that crop of really good corners in the league. So the strategy to try and stop this stop this offense, we're going to defend deep pass. We're going to try and stop the young Will Howard, who has signed himself a nice contract here in Pittsburgh. Means the game is kind of stupid, and it only gave us 2 years with our rookies, and I did not want to go in and fix it for every single rookie player to give them 4 years of eligibility before up for another contract, because that was going to take way too long. So I was just going to say, forget about it, and the game will sort itself out eventually, right? We are in the middle of, what is it now? May? Yeah, we're in the middle of May. Glad to know I know what's going on with the world right now. All I know is it took almost 2 months to get this jersey in. I ordered it before the playoffs. I also ordered a Jimmy Butler one, but the Jimmy Butler one's in the closet. Maybe I'll break it out for another video or two sometime later on in the year. I love how our defensive rank is 29th and our offense is 1st. Most of our defensive rankings aren't that bad. It's just we don't get turnovers, we turn it over too much, and we kind of get cooked in the pass game. But we're a really good offense, so that's at least fun. In the pregame, our young right outside linebacker, the true pass coverage linebacker, Andy Carter, will be up to a 74. Andy Carter's a fun piece to have because he's got such good speed and movement abilities. He hits pretty hard. He's never going to be an insane rusher of the passer, but he's already fairly good in coverage, really good zone coverage for a linebacker. Funny enough, he'd probably be one of our better corners. If it comes down to it and we decide to do something crazy, Andy Carter might be a DB. He would probably need to shed some weight, but that could be a funny little alternative later on. And then we got a couple upgrades for backup quarterbacks, which I do not really care about. The Red Rocket is in Vegas. Highlighting our star-studded rookie running back, as we're going to be in a whiteout as the Pittsburgh Steelers are all blacked out in the black and gold. It will be the Las Vegas Raiders, our young, scrappy team, trying to face off against one of the better defenses in the league. We will try and solve our roadway woes as we try and get our second road win of the year. Will Howard is standing in our way. We played them last year and we did beat them. However, the video was lost to time. You can actually see me talk about that video right here, as I'll actually try and remember to put a card in post-production. But that was a really fun game, and I'm so sad that we lost that to time. Kicking off now is A.J. Cole in Acrisure Stadium. I do not know if anyone likes the new name. It will be returned by number 0, and he'll get it out to the 28-yard line before Will Howard and company start slinging the rock. Taking a look at Will Howard's second year in the league, and he has been awful. 4 passing touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Mike Davis had 7 interceptions going into last week. He exited with 11, which is not something I would want to ever brag about there again. Because he had a very, very bad week. As dragging him down is Christian Wilkins for a loss. Christian Wilkins was nearly traded last week. Seems he is happy to still be in Las Vegas. His future is uncertain, as I would be personally surprised if he stayed here, as Nakobe Dean gets another tackle. It's going to be right at the line of scrimmage. Nakobe Dean has turned into a force for us, as he is now a superstar development linebacker as of last week. We'll stay running up the middle, and Nolan Smith Jr. gets, I believe that is his 9.5 sack of the season. He still leads this team in sacks. With a team with Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins, it's the young trade piece that we were able to bring in by sending out Jacoby Myers and picks. Green is going to be returning this. He's not going to get much help from any blockers, as he will get to the 35-yard line. and we'll see Mike Davis's stats. I'm kind of slightly scared to see how they look coming in. 20-11 through 9 weeks is not great by any stretch of the imagination. He had been great up until last week, where it seemed like that Jets defense had gotten to him. This is going to be a star-studded pass rush that we tried to stop, as we're going to try and take up the middle with Genty. We'll be able to get a 3-yard gain out of it. Last week, 20 carries for almost 90 yards. He's been having himself a heater of late. We're going to come out in a 3 tight end formation, as we're going to try our best to avoid Minkah Fitzpatrick when we can. We're going out to Ortega. Ortega with a quick catch and run. He's got the first down. Ortega has just been a fun piece that I haven't really been able to utilize as much as I would have liked, per se. He's very quick as we're going out to the speedster Trey Tucker. He's going to get a gain of 4. We're going to come back out here. Trey Tucker is back in the slot. I did not mean to make that change. It must have auto-done when we made the trade. As we're going to go out as Michael Mayer has plenty of running room. Michael Mayer down to the 13. Michael Mayer running free and getting a huge gain as he's doing some cartwheels and backflips. Safe to say somebody is excited to get a big run like that. Ashton Genty's going to be thrown down right back at the line of scrimmage. It's actually going to be technically a tackle for loss as he loses a couple inches on that play. Second and just short of being 11 as Trey Tucker is going to miss his original blocking assignment. Genty still able to get a gain of 7 out of that. And we're going to try and run this football. We're going to move Jack Betch in. We're going to have him just go on a quick out. And then we're just going to audible to an inside zone. It's man coverage. We're going to run it up the middle with Genty. And Genty squirts through a hole. And he's got another rushing touchdown on the year. After Ashton Genty's 7th rushing touchdown of the season, A.J. Cole will send this back to the Steelers. It will be a returnable again for number 0, as he's going to get a nice return. The only reason why he doesn't get a house call is because he gets blocked off by one of his own men. Will Howard coming back out, trying to lead this Steelers team to positive yards. They got a good return on the kickoff. It's going to be halfback wham. Jaylen Warren's going to be able to get a gain of 4. Jaylen Warren has been a decent back for Pittsburgh. Nothing groundbreaking. Just a very solid running back. So we're going to try and send in a blitz here on 2nd and 6. A lot of people coming from that side. And he's going to be thrown down in the backfield by the rookie Michael Walls. Our 2nd round pick. Pick 33 overall in the draft. He's the 10th best player in terms of overall out of that draft class. And he might just be better than that. As running away from tacklers is DK Metcalf. It's going to be hard to try and contain these receivers when we are playing a blitz coverage, as this is going to be a run play. Or we're going to be able to hit him on the RPO. Nakobe Dean was just there to get the QB hit and make sure that was incomplete. 2 tight ends in on this formation. In the backfield, it's Jaylen Warren, and Jordan Davis is going to bring him down for a loss. It's now 3rd and 11 from the 44-yard line. We will hop into a zone coverage for 3rd and 11. Will Howard's going to take off. Jordan Davis is going to be able to wrap him up after a gain of 4. They're going to be at the edge of field goal range for Boswell. Boswell's going to try and get this through the uprights here on 4th and 7 from the 41. It's a pretty long kick. The kick is up, and it is right down the middle. A beautiful kick by Boswell. And that's going to cut the lead down to 4. Boswell to send this one back to the Raiders. It's going to be returnable for the big speedster Thornton, as he's going to try and hit the outside. He's going to only get to the 29-yard line, as there was a bit of a crease. He just couldn't find it. As the leader in rushing touchdowns on the season is Mike Davis. Imagine what Ashton Genty's touchdown totals would be if he didn't miss 2 games and didn't have such a mobile quarterback. Saquon, just like how Saquon Barkley was this year, with Jalen Hurts getting all the tush-push touchdowns, he would have even been more insane for fantasy owners. As Lauderdale, we fixed him. He is back in the slot as this ball is going to him. As we get hit, trying to get it to him. He was getting bumped the whole way down the field, and he didn't get loose from anyone until probably a 4 or 5 count, as we're going to run halfback wham. Genty right up the middle has a big run. Down to almost midfield is the second-year back, Ashton Genty. So we're going to come out. We're going to try and send Lauderdale deep. I am now realizing how little I like that call. And we're going to have Jack Betch run a quick speed out. And we're going to take off with Mike Davis. Mike Davis is going to get the first down. Did not like how things were materializing on that play. It's Minkah Fitzpatrick is going to be playing over the top. Jack Betch looks like this is a zone coverage play, and it very much is. We're going to throw it away. Play action fake did not fool much of anybody. And nobody was going to get open. Not worth forcing a ball in there and throwing an interception. Something we did way too much last week. As Genty's going to get a gain of nothing on that play. We'll come out with a lot of receivers on one side. I'm going to send Tucker just on a quick slant. Michael Mayer and Genty on one side. The backfield is empty. We're throwing it up to Lauderdale. Lauderdale, make a play. Turn around. Lauderdale with a huge catch. He turns around. Porter was there in coverage, and Alex Lauderdale just goes up over him. Mike Davis was rocked on that throw and just able to turn around where not Porter, the safety who looks like Troy Polamalu. Unsure of who that safety is, number 34, but an incredible catch by Lauderdale. What is even more incredible by that play is how Mike Davis stayed in on that play, as this will be returnable for Johnson, as he won't be getting much of anywhere, down to only the 27-yard line. We're going to come out in a Tampa 2. We got 2 guys in the A-gap. We're going to really try and stop it if this is a run play. Nolan Smith is going to drag him down after a gain of 1, and that is going to end this first quarter. We lead 14-3. Our defense has played immaculate. Welcome back for the start of the second quarter. Our defense is looking fairly good so far this week. It's 2nd and 9, and this is definitely... Ooh, it is not a run play. We luckily did not pass commit, as it's going to be overthrown to Porter. Porter with the catch. Porter running down the sideline. He's got himself a pick 6. Porter, he was going to be the one tasked to play insanely well against George Pickens, as the ball sails, targeting DK Metcalf, and he's going to be able to run it all the way back in for a pick 6. What a job, young man. Sending this back away, we're going to be targeting number 0. The ball is going to get to just shy of the 5-yard line. We're going to be able to tackle him. No, we won't. It'll take 3 men to get there. Eric Stokes is the one to finish him off at the 27. And Will Howard's trying to come back out and redeem himself after his 8th interception of the season. 4 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. I do not know about his running the football numbers. Maybe he secretly has, well, he can't have more than 4. As he wasn't on that graphic. They're going to swing it out to Jalen Warren, and we're going to blow him up with Trent Simpson. It's going to be a tackle for loss. What a job by Trent Simpson. This defense has been playing out of its mind. Max Crosby is into the zone. We're going to be trying to send pressure here. Sitting over the top, going for it all. Baker in coverage, and DK Metcalf is just going to go up and over him. DK Metcalf, that's why he's one of the best wide receivers in all of football, because he can make plays like that, just going up and over the corner. As running away, it's going to be a check down, and it's picked off by Asante. Trying to get it out to the tight end, Freiermuth, and Asante Samuel will pick it off at the 1 yard line. Asante celebrating right now, but we are in a tough spot to try and get out of our own end zone. We're going to audible to a run play. We're going to try and run up the middle, which Ashton Genty's going to be able to get a gain of 3 and give us a little bit of room to work with. As we're going to audible out to a different run play. 2nd and 7, Genty's going to get a gain of about 6. We're going to be a yard shy of the first down. And we're going to be running a play action fake. On the play action, we're going out to Lauderdale. There's a flag on the play. Might be roughing the passer. We might be getting more onto this. Ineligible receiver downfield. Jackson Powers Johnson is going to give them 5 free yards. You got to be paying attention to where you're going, Jackson. That's a huge call, which would have been a first down. Now we have to try again as Jack Betch does have safety help. And we're going to try and throw it away. I'm spamming the button, and that's what I feared. Giving up a safety. Nothing came open. I'm spamming the throwaway button, but it doesn't allow you to do it unless you get out of the tackle box, apparently. As I thought I was out. And this is going to be a monster return by Johnson. He's got it to the 37. An interception at the 1. Jackson Powers Johnson gives up a safety. And we're going to not be able to bring down Jalen Warren instantly. He fights to get a gain of 8. As this is a very interesting box score right now. 2nd and 2. We're going to send. It's a play action pass. Coming wide open is George Pickens. Baker was in coverage, and that time he gets burnt. A very good play action pass. Looks like Isaiah Simmons has checked in to this play. 1st and 10, it's a run play. And Isaiah Simmons is going to make the tackle. Isaiah Simmons still hanging around. And he comes in to make the tackle. 2nd and 10 from the 31 yard line. It's going to be another play action pass. Throwing it over the middle to DK Metcalf. And he's going to have a walk-in touchdown. Porter does not have the speed to catch back up. We just gifted him 9 free points, as it's going to be 21-12. Thornton is going to return this kick. He's going to be able to get it out to the 26 yard line. And we're going to try and move this football, not having to worry about our own goal line stopping us. It's going to be a quick pass. We're going to throw it up to Michael Mayer, who needs to turn around. He makes the incredible catch. And that might be a late hit out of bounds by 25. Unnecessary roughness on 25. And that's going to add a lot more. Deshaun Elliott was called on that penalty. We're going to try that same play action pass where Jackson Powers Johnson, our center, got a little too antsy. We're going to go out to Lauderdale, who's got the catch and's got the first down. Our 8th first down of the ball game. We're going to try and come out in another play action set. We're going to see what Jack Betch can do. We're going to send him just on a normal corner route. Biting on the play is Minka. We're throwing it up to Jack Betch, where it's pass interference in the end zone. Jack Betch makes the catch. Darius Slay was in coverage. It's defensive pass interference. It's a touchdown. Had to double check and make sure that Jack Betch did get rewarded for the touchdown. As he did, he should now have 5 on the season. If it wasn't for a call that we had to challenge, it got overturned, and those do not count as touchdowns. I did not know if a play that had a penalty would also count. But luckily it does. It's 28-12. Here, there's still plenty of time as it's only halfway through the second quarter now. A.J. Cole to send this one off to Johnson. He is at the 20, the 25, and he will be stopped just shy of the 25, actually. And we're going to come out and try and stop their running attack here today. Trent Simpson manning the middle of the field. It's going to be a pass out of the backfield. It's going to go to Freiermuth, and we are unable to get to him before he gets the first down. We're going to come out in a two-type zone play. 1st and 10 from the 39. It's a play-action pass. It's over the middle to DK Metcalf, and he's got 132 yards on the day. He has been the whole offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers here today. 1st and 10. It's going to be another pass play. It's going quickly out to the backup tight end. It will not be going to Freiermuth. It's going to Cutler. Unsure of who he is. He might just be a drafted player, as the Steelers' offense is finally starting to get a move. 1st and 10, we're sending heavy pressure. It's going to be a run play, and we're going to meet him in the backfield. It's a loss of 1. Credit to Trent Simpson and Nakobe Dean. They're turning into one hell of a tandem right in front of our very eyes, as it's going to be an empty backfield. We will pass commit, as it's going to be thrown out wide. The tight end, Freiermuth, did not see it, and Walls had a chance to get the interception there. Was not ready for that ball to be there. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 35. It's going to be a run play, and Christian Wilkins brings him down right at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins is more than happy to still be a Raider, as time is ticking away. And this might take us, actually no. As the field goal is up, it stays in. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Boswell threads the needle. It's 28-15. Boswell to send it away. We're inside the 2-minute warning. It's going to be returnable for Green, who's going to get it out to the 25-yard line before being brought down. We have all 3 of our timeouts remaining. Thornton checks into this game. And I might just try on 1st down a deep shot to Thornton, who looks like he blows by his defender, Porter, and he's not going to be able to make the catch. He cooks Joey Porter, just unable to come down with the ball. As we're rolling out, we're going to try and throw it up to Jack Betch, who makes an insane catch, and we're to midfield. We're going to hurry back up to the line of scrimmage, and we're going to send Lauderdale on an out or just straight go route. And we're going to try and figure out. We're going to throw it. Same ball as Jack Betch makes an incredible catch. He will go out of bounds at the 9. Jack Betch with back-to-back slant plays. Mike Davis is 9 for 12 for 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. As that was a wobbler. Boxing out the DB, had a chance to maybe make a last-second play on the ball. And we're to the 9-yard line. We're in some great field position right now, as we're going to try and run it here with Ashton Genty. Minka Fitzpatrick is on the far side. We're going to try and cut it back up the middle. Genty goes airborne, and he's got a touchdown. Ashton Genty, diving for the end zone, goes up and over a man, And he's in for the score. Watch this replay. Ashton Jeanty commits to it, goes up and over J.J. Watt. Mike Davis, a well-orchestrated drive to give Jeanty the shot at that touchdown. Mike Tomlin, the Bullfrog, does not look happy with his team's performance, as 9 of these points were gifted to the Pittsburgh Steelers, as Johnson will be brought down just shy of the 25-yard line. Will come out in one of our favorite plays, a man coverage play that has worked wonders for us on the season. We're going to try and give cushion, unable to do it. It's going to be a ball that's completely overthrown. They're going to give credit to Andy Carter on defense, although I'm not sure what all he did. We're going to be sending Nakobe Dean and Michael Walls on a blitz, and it's going to be hit as he throws. Baker was in coverage. One of either Michael Walls or Nakobe Dean got home on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 10. I'd be shocked if this isn't a run play. We will call a timeout if we do stop them from getting the first down, as tight end comes in motion. It's Freiermuth. The give to the running back. We're going to bring him down after a gain of 3 and call a timeout. We're going to force them to punt us back the football. We'll have 2 timeouts in 52 seconds to still play with, as Green is going to try and return it. He will get about a 3-yard return before he's absolutely blown up. We will start play at the 27-yard line, as Ashton Jeanty has Minkah Fitzpatrick in coverage. Michael Mayer currently looks like he has nobody on him. We're going to throw it up to Jack Batch. When in doubt, give the number 1 a try. It's going to be good enough defense by Darius Slay. We're going to try a quick screen, as that was only the 4th incompletion by Mike Davis on the day. We're going to try and go a screen pass to Jeanty, who's going to make a nice catch. He's going to stay in bounds. We'll have to pop a timeout just shy of midfield. We have 4 wide receivers on this play. Tucker and Thornton are on the outside to the right, as we're going to throw this deep to Thornton. It's a bit of an overthrow. Turn around, Thornton! He could not turn around. I tried to switch on and make the catch, but he was not willing to listen to my command. I literally tried to switch him around and switch on. We're going to throw it up to Jack Betch, who has the step. He has the catch, and we will call a timeout, as it's 1st and goal from the 5. An incredible catch by Jack Betch. We're going to send him on a quick out route, and we're going to try and find him for the score. Jack Betch, unable to secure the catch. Just got bumped enough. It was a close play. And we'll come out with bench. Is Jack Betch. I'm going to send on a streak. Just try to clear it out for Ortega, as Ortega's wide open in the flat, and Ortega's got his first career touchdown. At halftime, it's 42 now to 15. 12 seconds pending. And I'd be shocked if the Steelers don't just kneel out this first half and try and find a way to regroup for the second half. A.J. Cole with 12 seconds will send this one away. It will be returnable for Johnson starting at about the 4-yard line. 9 seconds remain, now 7. He will get to the 30-yard line. Will come out in a pass defense. We will give cushion, and we will most certainly pass commit, as it's going to be a quick play to George Pickens. There's 2 seconds left, and now we just got to play prevent. Give cushion. No, give cushion, please. I tried to give cushion and pass commit, as Will Howard's going to float one up. It's going to be picked off by Harper, who's going to get out of the end zone. He's going to get a decent return to the 25, but it does not matter. Harper could not go to distance, as that's one of his first snaps of the season on defense. He gets an interception. Congrats to Harper. And we'll see you. We get the ball to start the second half. It's 42-15. Like usual, in blowout games, we will give the starters one more drive to prove that we can still make second half adjustments. A.k.a. it's going to be Ashton Jeanty trying to get a little bit more yards, so he does not have a sub 60-yard game. He's currently just shy of 60 yards on the day, as Ashton Jeanty continues to dominate this season, as he's going to break away, and he's going to cough up the football. It's caught by Johnson, who's going to be able to get a little bit more yards out of it. Jeanty got absolutely rocked. Colson Miller luckily able to get on that ball. As we'll give it back to Jeanty. He runs up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. 12 carries for 63 yards. And now Michael Mayer looks a bit shaken up. He will go to the sideline. Hope everything's okay with him. Taysom Hill has now become our number 1 tight end, as we have been without Brock Bowers for a big chunk of this season, as it's going to be a blitz, and it's going to be caught by T.J. Watt, who has a pick 6. The cheesiest pick 6 I've ever seen in my life. Actually, no, Trent Simpson had a monster one. That's an unfortunate play. We had Lauderdale wide open. They sent a blitz, and it just popped right up to T.J. Watt. It's a hip corner. We will let him sit. It's now 42-22. This game has long been over, as Thornton will return this. He will try and bounce to the outside. He'll only be able to get to the 21, as my room is absolutely on fire. I will never understand the masculine urge to not allow there to be cold air into your own house. Like, why the hell my dad had to turn off my bedroom, temperature unit. Just so that, my room would be 77 degrees no matter what, because for some reason, builders cannot make air conditioning units or set it up properly with those little funny pipes or whatnot. Why am I drawing a blank on what they're called? People know what I'm talking about. But I will not understand why, one, builders could not make it work so you can't get air to the second floor. Because I don't know, maybe it's important to have air going to the second floor of a home. I don't know, that's just me. And we're going to be sacked. We didn't really have anywhere we could go. And starters on offense are probably going to be coming out of this game. At least the impactful ones. Mike Davis has probably seen enough. Our first punt of the day, as we're up 42-22. We'll send this away. It'll be returnable for number 0. And Will Howard's coming back out. They'll start at midfield. We are up 20 right now. As I'm actually thinking about it, if that pick 6 didn't happen, that cheesy-ass pick 6, starters would be out of this game. As we're sending a blitz, it's caught by Freiermuth, and he's got the first down. You know it's bad when our pass defense just gets routinely cooked by a quarterback that has thrown 3 picks today. Will Howard making some kind of an adjustment. It's going to be 1st and 10. It's going to be a quick pass out to Pickens, who has the first down again. We're to the 25-yard line. As Will Howard is turning into his Ohio State self in the second half. Flinging it out wide to Freiermuth. He's going to get a gain of 5 before Asante Samuel levels him. I wouldn't hate another interception here, guys. I truly wouldn't. 2nd and 5. Looks like a run play. It's going to be a run play. And we're going to stop him just short of getting the first down. We're going to send a safety blitz. Micah Walls is coming after the quarterback and or running back, depending on what this play desires. And Jalen Warren is going to get the first down. He's down inside 1st and goal territory, inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 9, as this looks like it's going to be another run play, as it is a play-action pass. Will Howard scrambling and will be brought down for a loss of 6, a sack by Max Crosby. As we will then send more pressure after the sack. 2nd and goal from the 15. Trying to get home. Pat Freiermuth will make the catch, dragging 20 out of bounds. Julian Love, the fresh trade acquisition. We are going to run commit middle on this 3rd and goal play. Tight end in motion. As it's actually a pass play. We're going to be able to get home with another sack. Max Crosby is 2nd of the drive. That will force a field goal attempt to make it 42-25. I might give starters this 3rd quarter, and then I might pull them, and then I might sim the rest of the game. Because when it's a complete blowout like this, there's no point to stat pad starters, as Green will get a return here. Thornton will give a nice enough block as we'll stumble ahead to the 21-yard line, as here comes Mike Davis. The last 2 drives is a corny pick 6 on a play where we had Lauderdale wide open, gets hit as he throws, and it just floats to the defensive end. As Lauderdale is going to be left wide open. Alex Lauderdale comes down with it, and Alex Lauderdale has himself a touchdown. Now, I understand what the score of this game is. I want to make a 50-piece before I'm gone. And we're going to go out to Taysom Hill to do it. It's a 25-point lead. Taysom Hill is in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. And it's 50-25. I am officially pulling starters. And I'll see you in the postgame for this game. In the postgame, Mike Davis was terrific. Factor out that pick 6, it didn't matter and was a bullshit play. Andy Dalton comes out, throws 2 passes. We picked off Will Howard 3 times. He had a late passing touchdown in this game. Running the football, Ashton Jeanty led the way. Zamir White was 2nd for the team. Jalen Warren, 42 rushing yards, not half bad. Receiving, DK Metcalf was explosive. Zach Betch and then Alex Lauderdale, or Jack Betch, and Alex Lauderdale had monster games. Michael Mayer had 2 big catches before he exited with injury. Nick Ortega had a receiving touchdown. Jeanty had a nice screen pass, and Trey Tucker had a catch for 4 yards. Defensively, when we look at the Raiders, a sack and a half for Max Crosby, a sack and a half for Nolan Smith. Interceptions for Thomas Harper, Darren Porter, and Asante Samuel. Tackles for loss, Trent Simpson had 2. Nakobe Dean had 2. And then Leaky Fotu, Justin Redmond, Jordan Davis, Michael Walls, and Christian Wilkins all also had tackle for losses. Leading us in tackles on the day was a tie between Asante Samuel and Nakobe Dean. Solo tackles, Andy Carter made 3. Asante Samuel had 5 assisted tackles. In the postgame, Nolan Smith gets another upgrade. We'll upgrade his power rusher. He will not go up in overall, but getting him +3 to power moves is huge. He is up to 75 power moves, 80 finesse moves. And I'm having to do quick math as he is up +2. Alex Lauderdale has been huge. We will continue to upgrade playmaker as he is now up to a 78 overall. He is just getting better and better and better by the minute. As we get ready to start Week 11, we take on the 8-1 Philadelphia Eagles. We are going to be having a huge game in Philly as our defense is only starting to get better. Our offense has already been elite on the season. Taking a look at mock draft. Number 1 overall is the Browns. Number 2 is the Giants. That quarterback who's supposed to be really good looks like he is going to be a Seahawk. We don't know much about his abilities yet. The other top 5 quarterback looks like he's a Jet. He does not look as talented. All the way down the board at number 15 is going to be Gio Cousins, who has everything. We basically know everything about him. A awareness, A man, A press, A catching, A hit power, A tackling, A zone, B injury, B to C's for block shedding, stamina, and kick return. And then he has C play rec, which, oh no, C play rec. He is so our pick. I get he's at 15. Our picks are 23 and 26. If the final mock draft says he's like supposed to go, because normally they go pick by pick with the mock draft, it's insane to me that the best player in this class from Mississippi State is going to fall all the way down to 15. I don't believe that. I'll probably try and move up into this tier. I have the picks to do it. I really want that Gio Cousins kid. That will do for this episode. We get a dominating win over the Steelers. We move up to being 7-3. Mind you, last year we only won 4 games. 4. And we are now 7-3. The turnaround has been tremendous. We'll be taking on the best team we have played yet in the Philadelphia Eagles. It will be a challenge to try and come away with a victory, especially against that top-tier offense. But I think we're up for the challenge. So thank you so much for watching today's episode of Raiders Franchise. And I will see you in the next one.